morning, everybody. It's me, Zombie, and this morning, this very early morning, I am not a morning person at all. But I'm really excited because I am about to be on my way to New York Comic-Con, which means I am packing up a costume to bring. Here is how I pack mine. Hopefully this will give you some inspiration on how to pack yours. Maybe you pack yours even better. Let me know right down below in the comments how you pack your costumes when you're going to a con far, far away. As far as the Fallout costume, don't worry, there's gonna be a series of tutorial videos coming out on exactly how I made it. Whenever I travel with a larger or mid-sized armor costume, I love storing them in these Sterilite bins. They have little wheels on the bottom so they're easily wheelable back and forth. They have little handles on either side and they're really durable and also light, so they're not going to push you over your weight limit as long as your armor isn't too heavy. They also have a little area for TSA locks, which is really handy. I'll put the dimensions of this thing and where you can get it right down below in the description if you are curious. This thing is pretty big, I can sit in it, and I'm a pretty normal sized person, so imagine all the armor you can fit in here. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. First thing I do is I put a couple of dryer sheets in there. I know it seems really silly, but this has had lots of really gross armor in it in the past. So you can either wipe it down. I usually keep a few nice smelling dryer sheets in the bottom. This pair of scissors and glue stick are just from the last set of armor that I had in there, so it's a little special surprise I'm going to take with me on this trip as well. After I have those things in there, I usually put whatever shoes that I am using for the costume. That's just because I am not worried about the durability of these at all. I know they're gonna hold up fine, so I just put them in the bottom of my box just like this. Next up is gonna be any squishy soft stuff, fabric-y things that I'm gonna be using for some finishing touches on the costume. I have some belts, so I'm just gonna be sticking those in the bottom with my shoes. I also have some pouches, which I am not worried about the durability of at all. It's okay if I set them on the bottom, kind of as a cushion for the other armored stuff that's gonna be going on top. After that, I have my Vault suit. I am bringing a Fallout cosplay with me. So I have the top and the bottom in two separate gallon bags. This is just so paint and, you know, other gook that's on my armor isn't going to transfer onto the fabric and make it weird or sticky. Then I have my wig that I'm using for the costume. This is squishy as well, a perfect liner and cushion for the rest of the stuff. Next up, I have my little cosplay go bag. So I brought some EVA foam, some V-rings, some paper towels, paintbrushes, Sharpies. I brought a mixing cup, some super glue, rub and buff, some extra little googly eyes just in case any of the studs on my costume fall off, a utility knife, stuff for cutting the wig if I need to, little paints, pretty much anything I need to do like an emergency repair or any kind of little finishing touches that I might need, or any changes I might decide to do, which isn't gonna be a lot, but just in case, I have all the stuff that I need right there. It's better to bring more tools that maybe you need than to, you know, be without one and be in big trouble. Also, always bring a hot glue gun. Always great for those emergency repairs. Gonna put that along the side right here. So that's what my bucket looks like so far. It's very Fallout-y with all those colors. Now I'm gonna put my armor in here now that everything's got like a nice cushy padding. So here's my leg pieces. I'm gonna put those just where I think they'll fit best on this edge right here. I mean, really they're just rectangles, so I know they're gonna hold up pretty well. Plus all this stuff is foam, so they kind of puts me at ease a little bit. I just found another little pouch that escaped me before, so I'm gonna put that in the bottom right there. Always happens. Next up, I have this little belt with some little pouches that I made. I will put them right along the side right here. Next up, I have my chest and back piece combo. I'm gonna stick them right here. There you go. Next up, I have my little arm piece. Be sticking that right under there to help support that piece. I have my shoulder pieces. Put them on either side right here. Oh, and I have my shish kebab, which, oops, I done goofed. I need to rework all this stuff so this fits just right, because it is a really tight fit. That is a tight fit, but it is in there. Then I have my little elbow pieces that I can kind of put anywhere because they're so small. Let's see, where would be the best place to put these shoulders? Probably right here and right here. And these kind of have like little spiky nuts and bolts sticking up, so I have to consider that too. Might be best to put my chest piece in there and then kind of squish my little shoulder piece in there. Also kind of cushioning my shish kebab there. And there you have it, all of my Fallout armor all packed in there. It really just kind of takes maneuvering as you go to figure out kind of how everything best fits in there. I would definitely consider this a mid-size armor build. It's not huge. I don't have to do a lot of squishing and a lot of maneuvering. Everything just kind of sits in here really nice, which I have to say is kind of a rare occurrence, so I'm really excited about it. The last thing I include in my tote is a little note to TSA. I just want to make sure that they know what's in here. It's nothing scary, it's just foam and props. So I wrote them a little letter and it says, "Items inside are replica props and are fragile. Please handle with care. Thank you." And I drew a little smiley face. So I placed it right on top right there, and then I close everything up. We're all ready to go to New York Comic Con. I hope that watching me pack up one of my costumes kind of gave you inspiration about how you can pack up your own costume. It's definitely nerve-wracking to kind of trust somebody else with something you've worked so hard on, but if you pack it carefully, you leave a little note, that usually helps a little bit. There are some things that are just out of your control, and I've definitely heard some horror stories, but fingers crossed that this gets to your Comic-Con safely.
8 hours later.
It's Adam in New York City. He is King Kong.
Is your camera on?
What's up, everybody? We're here in New York City for New York Comic Con. We just got here. I had to change and get all the travel off of myself. I changed my pants.
Is this my tote?
No. Does it have your name on it?
I guess not.
So, moment of truth. Gonna flip this open and see if everything is okay.
Wait, you actually haven't opened this yet, right? You have no idea if it's all fucked.
Haven't opened this yet. A silicone pack exploded in your luggage, so hopefully my stuff's better off. Oh wow! Okay, it looks like TSA did go through this, maybe? Actually, no, they didn't. There's no note. So, yeah, it was all foam, so they didn't go through it. That's cool. Yeah, everything looks good. Everything is dandy and good. Nothing's broken. Yay, always a good way to start a con like that. Everything made it safe. Wow, that would have been a different video if it hadn't have turned out like that.
How not to pack your...
Yeah, right. How not to pack your stuff. But no, everything turned out great, so that's awesome. I am going to put this in the corner and go enjoy some dinner, regain my energies from traveling. So excited to be able to see you guys at New York Comic Con this weekend. I hope to see you there, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Slow zoom.
Go right for the zit.
I'm going for the middle.